Hi all. Today I'm going to discuss about file accessing methods. In the last video, I have given a just introduction about file concepts. So, for what is a file? A file is a collection of related information, right? A student file will be having some information regarding about a student or about some students, right? And same employee file will be having some information about employees, right? So that is file, and file will be having some logical some set of records. Okay, so file will be containing some set of records, and each record will be having some fields also, right? These things we have discussed in the last video, right? Now in this video we are going to discuss how the information from the file we can access it, right? What are the accessing methods of file? Okay, so first accessing method is sequential access method. Okay, so first access method is sequential access method. Okay, so in the sequential access method is example, you can say it is magnetic tape. Okay, so this is actually based on a tape model of a file. Okay, an example you can say it is magnetic tape. So in this magnetic tape approach or the tape model of a file, how it is going to work out is, see, suppose in your file there are having 100 records. Okay, so file I told it is a collection of related information. So in that file there will be a number of records. Okay, just in this case we are taking an example. In one particular file there are having 100 records, and currently that cursor position, or currently the cursor is in the current position of the cursor is in the fifth record, and next cursor has to go, or system has to read next from the 50th record. Next it has to read the 75th record. Okay, then actually what is the solution is having is, for a sequential access method is, next one to one record it has to start reading from fifth, then it has to move to 51, 52, 53, like that sequentially it has to go, then only it can reach to 75th record, right? So many comparisons from the 50th to 75, like so many comparisons it has to do to read the 75th record, right? So that is actually sequential access method. That is sequential order only a file can read its content. Okay, by using this method from the file in the sequential order only the system can read that file. So this figure denotes that representation of sequential access file. See, current position is current cursor position, suppose here it is, then here, just from here to moving forward means it has to do two operations, either read or write operation. Okay, that is read next operation or write next operation. So by using sequential access method, what are the file operations from the current position it can do is read next. Okay, read next is, that is, this is used to read the next portion of the file. Okay, just you are just some current position, or current you are reading some book. Okay, currently you are in 50th page, so where is your current position? In the 50th page. Further you have to read next month, you will be moving to the 51st page, right? Same. So for that it will be going to use read next option, that is read the next portion of the file, and it will be going to use a advanced a file pointer which tracks the IO location. Okay, so it will be for reading and writing operation corresponding pointers, file pointers will be going to do to read it, and or you can say to track the IO location. Okay, next, then what is next operation is write next. Okay, so this is used to append. So currently it is at the append to the, appending means what? It is writing something already in some file, it is there, some content is there, you have to write something in that file means we will be going to use the system will be going to use the in the file operation write next, that is appending to the end of the file. It will be going to at the end till some particular position some contents are there means after that contents, okay, it will be going to append or writing the pending data. Okay, writing the new data, appending to the end of the file and advance to the new end of the file. Once it is completed writing, it will be moving to the next end, right? So that is write next. So read next and write next. So you are in current position, your cursor position is like this, means system will be going to move forward. How? What are the operations? Read next and write next. Okay. Then suppose from this current position, system has to go back to the beginning position, means it has to do this rewind operation. This rewind operation is nothing but resetting. Okay, resetting to the first position. Okay, that is reset operation. Okay, so example, another example you can give, like editors and compilers and all, they are using the sequential access method. Okay, so here in this sequential access method, file pointer will be going to either read or write operation, it will be going to do that, but in the sequential order, okay. So that is sequential access method. Next, second method is direct access or relative access method. Okay, so direct access or relative access method. So in the first method, sequential access method, sequentially only you can read or system can read from any file. Okay, so suppose you are having in a file, there are having some 100 records. Okay, currently the first cursor position is on this beginning position. Okay, first record, it has to next read, or it has to next point its pointer, file pointer, to some 50th record. Months, usually it is easy to do this particular method, access method, called direct access method or a relative access method. Okay, so here in this case example, you can say that you are in the disk model, disk, hard disk and all, actually they are using this method, that is direct access method or relative access method. So this is based on a disk model of a file, since disk allow random access to any file block. Okay, so any randomly you can access any file block or any file record, system can access it. Okay, a file is made up of fixed length of logical records. Already you know, a file is made up of so many fixed length logical records. Programs can read and write records rapidly in no particular order. So here, by using this method, you can read or write records rapidly in no particular order, no any order. Randomly you can select some record and system can read it or write it there. Okay, so disadvantage of this particular access method is useful for immediate access to large amounts of information. Okay, database are often of this type. Okay, so you immediate access only, actually it will be going to useful. Okay, and for actually useful for large amounts of, if the information is having so much information amount, file is a big file, that time only this is actually practically useful. Okay, then file operations include a relative. So how it is going to work is this particular method, it need a relative block number as the parameter. So what is the parameter for doing this direct access or relative access method is, system will be going to use, including the file operation, inside the file operation it will be going to use a block number. This block number is nothing but its record number. So each file will be going to, inside file there will be having some records, right? So each record will be having, or record is another name here they are giving us block. So each record will be having a record number or block number. Okay, block number, that number is going to give us a parameter. So you can, system will be going to find out that record number and will be moving the file pointer to the specific record. So the relative block number is an index related to the beginning of the file. So relative block number means it will be going to considering as an index that will be going to count from the beginning of the file. Okay, so suppose it is like some block number you are giving, like 50th record months. See, 50th record months, your position of your file pointer is 0, starting position 1 months, 50th record months, from the 1 plus 50 it will be going to move. Okay, and so that it will be going to, so in that index I is actually they will be going to consider from the beginning of the file. Okay, so and it will be going to add that particular block number and reaching that designated record. Okay, that is relative block number, that is related to the beginning of the file. So beginning of the file plus that particular record number, it will be going to point that file pointer to the specific record. So what are the file operations here also it can do is read and write. N is nothing but the block number of the record number. Okay, N is the block number. Then use of relative block numbers. What are the use of relative block numbers? Allow operating system to decide where the file should be placed. Okay, where is the from the which file pointer, which position, from which position the system has to read or write. For that it is helpful. How? By using the relative block numbers. And it helps to prevent user from accessing portions of file system that may not be part of his file, right? See, you have to access from the first position, next you have to access 50th record means no need of accessing the between records like 1 2 3 4 5 and all, no need to access, right? So that is actually prevent this point, that is preventing the accessing of unnecessary part of the file. Okay, preventing the access, only the necessary part only system will be going to read or write, or any operation will be going to read or write, that operation will be going to do only for the necessary part of the file by using the relative block number concept. So that is second method, that is direct access or relative access method. So first method is sequential access, example is magnetic tape. Okay. Second method is direct access or relative access method. Here in this example, disk, hard disk. You can give the example for direct access method. Next, see, this is the comparison of the commands they are going to use for sequential access and direct access. So sequential access, already I told, for resetting, that is there in that figure, it has denoted for rewinding. I told for resetting back to the starting position, it will be going to use reset operation. Okay, and for reading next file or record, it will be going to use read next. For write next, write, for writing to the next record or writing to the next position, we will be going to use write next in the case of sequential access. So for the same operation, when you are coming to the direct access, it will be going to use cp is current pointer. Current pointer is equal to 0 means what? It is the pointer is resetting back to the 0, that is resetting from the first position. Okay, starting position, that is cp is equal to 0. Then read p. Okay, so you have to in the direct access, suppose 50th record it has to movements, it first it will be going to read. See, currently current pointer is 0, so it will be going to read 0. So current pointer 0, then cp is equal to cp plus 1. So read next record it has to read means that current pointer plus 1. Okay, so write means next means current pointer plus 1. Okay, so if suppose if it has to read the 50th record means here current pointer it can give like what is the current pointer it can give us? Currently directly it can give some 50. Okay, so it will be going to read current pointer, it will be reading that 50th record. Okay, so that is the comparison of sequential access and implementation of direct access. So here it will be having a pointer, current pointer, and for reading the next, current pointer plus next, and for writing the next, current pointer plus 1. Okay, plus 1 is just it is reading the next portion. Okay, here it is read underscore next, and here it is write underscore next. Okay. Next is other access methods. Okay, so here in this case, other access methods, we are actually using the indexing concept. Okay, system is actually using what concepts? Indexing concept. So index concept you will be knowing, right? In your textbooks, you will be knowing the concept of index, right? See the small like keywords, it will be there. By seeing that keywords, that will be in the alphabetical order, and by seeing that keyword you can find out which page number that key or that chapter belongs, and directly you can move to that particular chapter and you can read that chapter, right? That is the use of your index, right? Same concept here also file will be going to use. That is, these methods generally involve constructing a file index. It will be going to construct a file index. The index contains pointers to the various blocks. Okay, like an index in the back of a book. Back of a book or front of a book also you are having index, and back of the book also you will be having some key words, keywords, right, in the alphabetical order. And by seeing that keyword, it beside that you will be having some number, right? What is the number actually? It is that the number, you page number, you can directly move and you can find out that keyword. Same logic here also. There will be file will be going to maintain an index. That index contains some pointers. Okay, so here in this file concept, instead of that page number, here it will be having some pointers. That pointers will be pointing to the in various blocks. So inside that blocks, it will be having the content that hold that file content. Okay, so to find a record in the file, first it will search in the index. Okay, search in the index. Once it is getting the index, then use the pointer to access the file directly and find the desired record. Okay, so access the file, it will be going to search in the index. Once a keyword it is getting from the index, it will be going to use the corresponding pointer to access the file directly and getting the desired record. Okay, then what is the problem with this method is, with large files, the index file itself may become too large to be kept in memory. Okay, so in the case of large files, okay, very large files, the index also will be become too large. Okay, so to finding out some keywords from that index only, it is will be going to be very difficult. So in that case, what is the solution is, there will be going to maintain two indexes. Okay, so first is primary index. Okay, so from primary index, it will be going to, we will be getting a pointer to the another index, second set of index called secondary index. And from the secondary index, again you will get a pointer to point to the original record. That is the solution for the large files. Okay, so problem with this particular method is, if it is in the case of large files, index file will become too large. From that index file, it is very difficult to find out a particular file pointer and accessing that record. So those case, so because file is too large, means so many comparisons it need to take to find out a particular index and corresponding file pointer. So in that case, solution is, it will be going to create an index for the index file. So it is like two indexes. Index for the index file, then that main index is called primary index file. It will may contain some pointers to the secondary index file. So second set of, so first set will be having a pointer to, that is pointing to the another second set of index. That second set of index file is called secondary index file. From that second set of index file, which could point to the actual data item or actual records. That is the concept of primary index file and secondary index file. So this is actually example of index and relative file. So here in this figure they are mentioning just an indexing example. In this figure they have not given the example, mentioned that secondary index concept. Okay, so here simple indexing concept, simple by using indexing concept, how a file can be accessed. See here, this is the index file. So this is the some keywords or last name or some, here they have taken the last name as the keyword. Okay, last name or first name as the keyword. Okay, and corresponding to each name or each keyword, they will be having a logical record number, and that record number will be going to point to the original record. Okay, so here Smith is the keyword that is adding in the index and corresponding like record number. So if any file is going to access record with Smith, means it will be going to first search in the index Smith, it will be getting the record number, and by using that pointer, system will be going to find out the Smith original record with full its original record data. Okay, so this is an example of index and relative file, indexing with by using the relative file. Okay, so these are mainly three methods for file access method. So usually they used to ask like what are the file access methods. So first access method was sequential access. Sequentially it has to read or write the operations, system has to do it. Then second operation was direct access or relative access method. In that case there are some block number or record numbers will be the parameter. Okay, by using that parameter, so starting from its beginning, it will be going to find out that location, or you can say seeking operation. Okay, that actually direct access or relative access another operation, that another word for that particular method is seeking operation. That is corresponding, when that particular one record, the system will be going to move and will be going to read or writing can do in that position. Okay, that is direct access or relative access. Then coming to the third type, other access method, we are using the concept of indexing. Okay, so indexing concept, in that indexing concept, index will be going to maintain corresponding, each index will be having a file pointer, that pointer will be going to point to the original record. So what was the disadvantage for this method is, if it is a big, very big file means index itself will be too long, so that so many comparisons it need to do. So in that case, again it will be going to do a second. So in this in the that how it will be going to solve us, in between the index file and the main file, there will be going to maintain is another one more file called secondary index. So primary index will be pointing to the secondary index file. From the secondary index, it will be going to point to the original record. Okay, so these are about file access method. Hope you understood. Thank you.